Hey everybody, my name is freaking Nick and welcome to Hooked Ones. This is a talk show in which I interview guests while we are both in public matches of Dead by Daylight. Today's guest is Jonah Everts, who is a book talk content creator with 160,000 followers, and he is a self-published author of a book titled Reaper's Bend. We talk a bit about his book, the creative process, and his time on a reality TV show hosted by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so enjoy.
Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here, very excited for this. I am prepared to die repeatedly in this game. I don't know what I'm doing, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, so we were just talking, Jonah, you played about maybe a couple hours worth of DBD about 10 years ago.
I kind of remember like some of it, so this will be an experience.
So do you know anything about Dead by Daylight lore?
Not really, no.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick little spiel so you know the world building of DBD before we talk about anything else.
Cool.
Okay, so Dead by Daylight takes place in a like parallel universe type thing. There's this elder god known as the Entity that is also a universe, so it's a sentient universe that like abducts people from the Omniverse, because what the Entity does is it survives on emotion, and apparently the best way to harvest emotion is to get survivors and killers to play freeze tag together. So
Wait, that's so cool. That's a really cool idea. What? I'm stealing that?
But that actually kind of leads into the first question I wanted to ask you. You wrote Reaper's Bend, which is a fantasy novel set in a different world. It's got all the stuff that you see in like fantasy novels. Like people are talking about, there's like a different vernacular, different slang, different curse words, different people. There are gods, all that stuff. Where do you start with that? Like what was first for you?
Well, first for me was I actually kind of just stole from other stuff that I was reading. I mean, I think most authors do that to some extent. For me, I was actually plucking a few things from like Dark Souls lore. I remember the first idea I got. I was watching a Dark Souls lore video, and they were talking about like I can't remember exactly what it was, but they were talking about some civilization that had existed that had like been destroyed, and I was like, wait, that's really cool. And I think it was literally just the name of a place, and I was like, I'm gonna just yoink that, change it a little bit, and then kind of build a world around that one specific like location. And that, I mean, it kind of came out of nowhere, honestly, but it ended up blossoming into its own world. There's a guy on my ass.
Okay, so the good thing is this is probably the least complex killer. His name is the Trapper, and can you guess what he does based on his name?
I'm gonna guess he traps me.
Yes,
get like bear traps.
He sets bear traps around the map. So if you look at the ground, you can like keep an eye out for bear traps, and that is literally all he does.
Okay. Grab this.
I'm dead.
I got a hand. Okay.
What other places would you say you get inspiration from? So like, who are some of your like biggest inspos for your writing style, prose, all that stuff?
My biggest inspiration for sure is Joe Abercrombie. He's my favorite author. When I was writing Reaper's Bend, I wasn't necessarily trying to emulate him, but like his books were what I was referring to, like when I needed to figure out how to write an action scene or figure out how to do a specific dialogue between characters. I would go back and reread some of my favorite scenes by him and just like try and pick up on his cadence and his flow of writing. It was really helpful. Oh my god. I found a generator! Oh no! He'll never get me. I'm running in a circle. Nice try.
I think Greeny's trying to protect you.
Okay, well, I escaped.
Nice. Okay, yeah, Greeny's doing the absolute most to protect you there.
That was fantastic. I don't know what. I didn't see what happened. Thank you, Greeny. That was funny. I was literally at the end of it. I turned around. Oh! Okay, I need to remember to do the space thing. We got this. Something tells me the killer's gonna show up in a second.
So Joe Abercrombie.
He's definitely my biggest one. And oh, fuck me, I keep blowing up the generator. Abercrombie, and at the time oh my god, I fucked it somehow. But at the time I was just reading the Sun Eater series by Christopher Rocchio, and a lot of like the more like cinematic scenes in the book, I was definitely like, I want to do a Christopher Rocchio. I'm not half the writer either of those guys are, but they were who I was thinking about when I was trying to do the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I am really messing up these repairs over here.
No, I promise you, everybody who is new to DBD, like failed like every skill check their first like 10 matches. So you're doing great. You've not
This thing's
been
blown
hooked
up.
yet. I think that's. Oh, he's heading your
You'll
way.
never
He's
get
heading your
me.
way. Run. Run away from that
I'm
building.
still holding the plate of the hand. You'll never get me alive.
Okay, so one thing I really liked about Reaper's Bend is it kind of. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without like sounding parasocial. I watch a lot of your TikToks. You
Okay.
seem. Are you shitting me right now? This trap just
Oh,
reset
no.
itself under my feet. Okay, we're good.
Don't worry.
Okay, we're good.
I'm coming.
Okay,
I'm getting this guy off the hook. He'll never get me.
so in your TikToks, you seem like this very happy-go-lucky guy, and from what I'm seeing here, like you're a very chill, very like happy kind of person.
Yeah.
Kairos from Reaper's Bend is not.
He is very much not.
Absolutely not. Do you struggle with writing these kinds of characters that are completely different from you?
At times, but that's honestly, that's like the whole reason that I love writing is trying to get in the head of a character that is like completely different than me is really fun. Like I think it's like it's one of the most fun parts of the artistic process because a lot of things happen organically out of that. Like there were a lot of times when I was writing that I wouldn't know what to do in a certain part of the story, or I wouldn't know like what a character would do at a certain part. And it sounds a little like magical, but sometimes the characters would literally like tell me almost, which sounds like fake, but like that's how it feels when I'm writing sometimes. I'm like, okay, what happens next in the scene, and the character just kind of does something like without me even really like deciding consciously that that's what I want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fun to me. That's fun that the characters kind of come alive like that. It is hard sometimes, but I mean that's why I like writing, because it's part of the magic.
Do you feel like it affects your day-to-day sometimes? Like if you're like get really in the head of Kairos, who's like this super pissed off, like nihilistic kind of guy, or are you able to shake that off?
I'm definitely able to shake it off. Well, it depends. If I'm already having a bad day, sometimes that's why I like having several perspectives when I'm writing, because if I'm having like a really bad day, I don't want to write from Kairos's perspective, you know? I don't want to be in the head of someone that's depressed, which is a big part of the reason, about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through the book, the character Varsik that shows up, she's got this very like kind of flamboyant, not nonchalant, very like uppity attitude about things. It was because I needed a spark of something that wasn't so depressing, because both the leads were like in such a bad spot like mentally at that point. I was like, I need something to break this up. I need something to like not be bumming me out when I'm sitting down to write. I still have only seen the one generator. I've been looking for another one.
There's one right here. If you look up, you can see these lights on top of them.
Oh, we're literally right beside it. Okay, is this one? Okay, we got to still repair this.
Yeah, we've not repaired a single generator. Greenie is dead.
I feel like this is going really poorly.
V and I are dead next time we get hooked. But the conversation is fire as hell. Let me tell you that.
Oh my god, every time I mess up the check. Where is he? Try and catch me, you'll never get me. I'm too fast. Uh-oh.
You almost made it.
worry, I'll just crawl away. He'll never know where I'm going.
Oh, he's just nodding. Here, I'll offer you a flashlight in exchange for his life. All right. I think he's gonna let us go. I think he feels bad for us. Do you see him over the rock? Yeah, there he is.
He's right there. He's right behind us.
He feels bad for us.
He's hitting the rock.
Getting plus 10 stone. This was a viewer submitted question. Would you ever read fanfic of your own characters?
Absolute. I would lose my mind if I saw a fanfic of my characters. I would be so hyped. That would genuinely be like the peak of being an author so far. If someone cared enough to write fan fiction, like I would be so excited. I would be so happy. Now, depending on the type of fanfic, I may or may not be happy while I'm reading it. But the gesture in and of itself of writing it would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
But you know, there's some wild fanfic out there.
I gotta be honest. So I've got my little ghost mascot. First person to ever draw fan art of him, I like hired him. He does all my art now.
Really? That's so cool.
That's how I was like, oh my gosh.
That's awesome. I think my Discord like picture is fan art someone made of me back before I even started on TikTok. Back when I was just doing YouTube like reaction, like One Piece reactions, like 4 years ago.
Aren't those early diehards just like the best?
It's so cool. Like and I didn't even like know. They just were like, "Hey, this is cool. Like I made this," and I was like, "This is gonna be my profile picture forever. Like this is so cool."
That's awesome.
I got captured.
Okay, so you're gonna be given skill checks that you need to hit, or else you will die. I will be on my way. Like they'll come, and they'll get faster and faster. Never mind, you got saved immediately. We're good.
The killer's right there. We're so cooked.
They absolutely took pity on us. They saw that. So just so you know, this killer is widely considered the worst in the game.
Oh, and we're getting cooked like this? Oh,
yeah.
boy.
So I think they saw us, they took pity, and they're like, okay, let's give him a little bit of a break.
Oh, wait, someone's on a hook.
They're
oh,
dead.
No.
V's dead. V's dead.
Oh, no. Sorry, V. Or I'm gonna get this one generator. He'll never find me. I'm locked in. Hey, man.
Is he just looking at you?
We're just staring at each other.
Oh, I dropped my flashlight. I forgot. I was about to try to blind him to save you.
I'm hooked again.
You're
Oh,
dead.
it's Jover. That didn't go very well, I would say.
Nonsense. Oh, I just fell in the trap. Never mind. Didn't go very well. What's your recommendation for overcoming writer's block?
Honestly, there's so many different ways to get over writer's block. For me, like taking like a really long walk and just thinking oftentimes helps me quite a bit. Sometimes the solution is to just write though. Even if it's really bad, just write something. Like it doesn't even have to be like what you were planning on writing. So like there was a scene in Reaper's Bend where like I was so stuck at a certain like key pivotal moment, and I was like, well, I can't write this right now, but there's something I know I want to happen later in the book. So I just sat down and wrote that instead, even though I hadn't even gotten there yet in the book. And in the process of writing that, it kind of cleared up my brain, and I was able to come back and revisit the part that I had been stuck at and kind of view it with fresh eyes, and that was really helpful. I mean, there's so many ways. Most of it involves taking a step back from the computer for a little bit and just going out in the real world for a bit, which as a writer isn't always what you want to do when you're like really in the zone. But it helps. Like honestly, I think the biggest thing is just taking a walk. Like, I mean, it's kind of basic, but that's usually where my best ideas come, is when I'm just strolling around, and then randomly I'll be like, oh, I figured it out. I don't know what that is. There's got to be some like physiological reason for that, but I don't know what that is.
Just a heads up. Starry Erica says hi, Jonah, and that her cat Pearl says hi as well. She's watching
Oh,
the stream.
hello, and hello to your cat. It's adorable.
So you mentioned going on walks. What is the weirdest place you've gotten inspiration from?
Ooh, okay. So this, I remember seeing you sent me the questions, and I saw this, and I was like, I have a really good answer for this.
Uh-huh.
Um, well, it wasn't intentional that I got inspiration from this, but going back, I mentioned Varsik earlier, who's a relatively minor character in the story, but probably the most fun I had while writing. I part of the inspiration for that character came from Roger from American Dad. When the first draft of that book, that character was so much like raunchier and like just goofy, because I was in my head. I didn't realize I was doing it at the time, but I was literally writing, just inserting Roger into the story. But I was like, I can't. It was a little too much. Like it was too jarring for the tone, so I had to scale it back a little bit. And that's initially where some of the idea for that character had come from, was goddamn Roger, which is so silly.
Okay. So you've gotten inspiration from American Dad, from Joe Abercrombie. What is it? Do you ever feel like you're struggling with the, I guess, idea that everything's been done before, and how do you
Oh, yeah.
overcome that?
That is definitely something I feel all the time. Like, especially with just in the idea stage of making a book. I'll go through ideas so quick because I'm like, well, it's too similar to that. It's too similar to this. And that is a difficult emotion, especially when you're just starting. But how I've been able to get over it is, read any other book. You will be able to point out, oh, this is just like this, or this is just like that. The key to originality, quote unquote, is to just write what's been done before and add like a tiny little bit of your own flair into it, or mash things up, right? So Reaper's Bend is a mashup of like probably like 5 or 6 of my favorite books, kind of just all blended together. And that makes it its own thing, when you're able to mix and match like that, which is what most authors are doing anyway. Like, there is no original story, really. Everything's following some kind of formula that's been done before. Everyone's stealing from everyone. It's just a matter of how you do that. Obviously, you don't want to plagiarize, but like there are certain ideas in Reaper's Bend that I was just like, I'm just gonna pluck this one specific idea out of this book and use it. And I just did that over and over, which ended up birthing a story that was its own thing. But you got to start somewhere. Some of the best artists start by literally one for one copying their favorite, like whatever they're doing. And look at fanfic, right? Something like Alchemized. It's literally a fanfic of Harry Potter, and now it's literally its own book that's like a bestseller.
Or 50 Shades of Grey. Sorry.
Exactly, right? Right? Inspiration can come from anywhere. And it's something I think early on when I was writing, I struggled with a lot more, because I felt like I have to write something that's so original. It's going to blow everyone's mind. But like in reality, technically, no stories are doing that. All stories are stealing from each other. And once you kind of just accept that fact, I think that's when you're able to actually come up with new ideas.
Can you let go of the gen real quick? Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to heal you.
Sweet. I think we almost got this foot.
This is about halfway done, yeah. I was going to heal you, though. He's definitely clocked that you're new to the game, so. Alright, there we go. Yeah,
We got this.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm like also trying to like think, and I'm juggling. Oh, fuck me. Juggling, trying to do like these quick time events. It's a lot.
So this guy is the hillbilly. He has a chainsaw that can down you in one hit if he gets you with it.
Okay.
His story is he grew up with parents that locked him in a dark room because he was born. I think he was supposed to be a conjoined twin. That's not confirmed. But he was born a little bit wonky. And so because of that, he was locked away in a room. And then one day he snapped, killed his parents and the entire police force for the neighborhood.
Oh shit.
And then he lived on his parents' farm with a chainsaw.
Oh my god. Is that you? Did
That's
you get
me.
down?
I got down.
Uh-oh. Okay. Don't worry, I'll get you.
I'd say just keep running that direction. He's gonna come right back to that gen. Just run away. Run away.
Hey, I blew it up
He's on,
too.
he's on his way. He's on his way.
He doesn't know where I am. He'll never find me. I jumped up. Get out! No! Oh man.
So your book is self-published. What was that process like? How was like? Could you walk us through a little bit of like the step-by-step of that?
Oh, did I die?
No, you're good. You just gotta hit those skill
I'm
checks.
holding him off. I messed up the first one.
Oh, wait,
then we lock in.
I'll pull you off the hook and I'll give you an extra hook state so you won't die in the next one. There you go.
All right.
So
We
there you
did
go.
it.
So normally you die
Still-
when you get hit, when you get hooked 3 times. I just took one of those away from you, so you still can get hooked 2 more times.
This guy coming. He's coming.
All right. Sorry
Too
about that.
fast. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, self-publishing is it's a lot of work, man. It's difficult. I mean, anyone can do it. Anyone can self-publish on Amazon. For me, the hardest part of it was I had to hire an editor and I had to hire like someone to create my cover. But for the cover, actually, I had my tattoo artist do it, and I'm like friends with my tattoo artist, which was really cool being able to like collaborate with someone that I knew in that way.
Mhm.
But editing was really difficult. Self-editing is really hard, and it's also really expensive to hire an editor. So doing those two things were like probably the most costly and difficult things to get done. Because professional authors that that are getting published like a traditional like through one of the publishing houses, they're gonna have like a whole team that's working with them. Obviously, the cover's made for them. And they don't have to necessarily do. I mean, you do have to do your own marketing, even if you're getting trad published. But the publisher will also do some of it for you. Luckily, I have a platform, so like I was able to kind of just market to my audience. But that was also something I had to be thinking about. Is like, okay, get the cover made, get the editing done, and then you have to do the marketing. And it's just it is a lot of work. So it's not something that. You can make money doing easy, like it's not something that's like easy to like get going at. You have to put in a lot of like front load a lot of work to get going with it. But the idea, the hope is that once you have put that initial workload in, eventually it pays off. I know a lot of self-published authors that have invested a ton of time and money into getting going, but now that they've got it off the ground, they're making pretty decent money from it, because doing that front load of everything, again, if you write good books and people like your books, it can pay dividends, but it's a gamble you have to take on yourself to put in that initial amount of work. So it's a lot. Oh boy, this guy is. Oh no, that was 2 of us here. Oh no.
Oh, that's okay. She was coming in to protect you.
I think I was getting pretty good. I was making pretty good progress on that generator over there. Uh-oh. Where'd he go?
I'm right behind you if you want a little bit of a heal. Do you have
Oh.
any advice for people who are wanting to start writing?
I I don't have any like specific advice. I'd say if you want to start writing, the best thing to do is to just start writing. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to, go in and make a masterpiece. Your first book is probably going to be terrible. My first book was god awful. And honestly, even like your second, third, fourth book might not be good. That's just how it is. I think I've written probably like, at this point, probably like 10 books.
He's here.
And I think I'm only just now kind of starting to understand what I'm doing with it. But you can't get better until you start. So just write something, write a short story, write a book if you want, write a scene, just do something. This guy is getting my ass again.
Oh, I'm bugged. I can't use my flashlight.
I think this is the end.
You'll never believe what somebody asked in Twitch chat just now.
What did they ask?
Question: is Jonah Everts related to Trevor Everts from Smosh?
Oh my gosh, we were talking about this beforehand. I'm not. That's so funny that you asked. So I get asked quite often about that. I am not related to Trevor. I have never ever seen someone with my last name before I found out about him on the internet. Like, I had no idea that there was someone out there that had my last name. That's really funny.
Yeah, we were talking about this right before I hit the go live button.
literally, that's so funny. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta make a run for it.
All right, I'm dead. It's you and Greenie.
Uh-oh.
It's you.
It's me? Oh no. Oh no. Oh!
No, you were totally fine to ask that. We just thought it was funny because I was talking to Jonah before, and then
it was just the timing of that is very funny. That's good. I'm not related to Trevor, but it's funny because we have the same last name and we're both like tall, skinny white guys with like brown hair, so we kind of look similar too. And I'm like, I can see why people think we're related. Like. That's so funny.
Yeah, they just said you kind of look like Trevor as well. Oh, there's a crawl. Crawl that. That's your escape hatch. That's your escape hatch. It randomly spawns, so you just lucked the hell out.
Let's go!
Nice.
Yes, sir! We did it. I can't believe somehow survived that. What?
So normally you die when you get hooked 3 times. You got hooked 4 times and still didn't die because Greenie and I each took one of your hook states for
Thank you guys. Thank you. You're keeping me alive.
Okay, so there's something really interesting because you know practically nothing about Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
However, somebody you've met is coming to Dead by Daylight next year.
And what?
Yeah. So,
is Jeffrey Dean Morgan coming?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is coming to DBD as Negan next year.
Wait, that's so cool. What?
Yeah. So we have Rick and Michonne and Maggie are in DBD right now. Glenn's coming in a couple of months, and then Negan is coming in next year.
That's so sick. What?
So
my boy Jeffrey.
How about you explain to chat how you know Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Or how you met him.
Yeah. So I was on a reality TV show called Destination X that came out last year, I think. It was on Peacock. It was like a travel reality show. I was only briefly on it. I was only in a couple episodes. I didn't do very well. But I was there. I was there. No one could say I wasn't there. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the host of the show. It was really insane. One of the coolest things that I've ever done in my life. Still, sometimes doesn't feel like it actually happened. Like, but I know I was there and like that it was a real thing that happened to me. But I mean, it's been almost 2 years since we filmed, and it's just like a fever dream. But yeah, I was there and I was on the show, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the host.
Is he just as imposing in real life as he is on screen?
He's not. He is like the friendliest, kindest dude. Like, he was so sweet, like genuinely like a really cool guy. So my when I got eliminated from the game, I was in Geneva, and we did this whole. At the end of the episode, if you watch the episode, we are like walking around Lake Geneva talking to each other. I had like a one-on-one scene with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which was it's fucking crazy. I mean, it's insane. So literally, I get off the bus and like he's just standing there, and I walk up to him and we talk for a little bit about my time on the bus for the game, and we talk about my elimination. But in reality, it looks like I was only out there for like 5 minutes in the show, but in reality, I was out there for like 2 hours just yapping with Jeffrey Dean Morgan because they had to do a bunch of like pickup shots from like different angles. So I got to talk to him for like a good 2 hours, just walking around Lake Geneva, which is insane. Like it's crazy. And that whole time he was asking me about myself. He was asking me about my life. I actually told him about my book, and he thought it was really cool that I was writing. And he was just asking me he asked me all sorts of stuff, and like he was offering like we weren't able to do it, unfortunately, but he was like, I'm kind of hungry. There's a crepe stand down the way. Do you want to go get some crepes after we're done filming? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, yes. Like it's the producers said no, they didn't let us do that. But also at the end, so when we finished rapping, I was like too afraid. I wasn't gonna ask. But literally as we're like walking away, he's like, Jonah, let's grab a picture together. And so I have a picture with Jeffrey Dean Morgan that he suggested that we take. He was such a sweet guy. Like he was genuinely really nice. And he told me he was rooting for me. Which I was like, I feel like maybe he's saying that to everyone, when they get eliminated. But I talked to the rest of the cast like afterwards, and I was like, did he tell any of you that he was rooting for you? And none of them said he did. And I was like, so he actually was rooting for me.
So one thing that I Googling you before having you on the show, I found a lot of articles that was like, Jonah Everts proves that being a nice guy doesn't work.
Yeah, that was weird to see.
Like his strategy was shit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's literally what it was.
Yeah, your strategy on the show was to just kind of, rather than be cutthroat, as is like the meta in most talk shows, you were friendly and cooperative and kind to others. Would you do things differently if you were to do it again?
No, I would not. So I struggled a lot on the show. So I mean, if you watch it, you'll see me cry like a few times. I was very overwhelmed because it was, well, for one, it was the first season of the show, so like I didn't really know. None of us really knew what we were getting into. Like we had an idea, but like how the game actually worked was kind of a mystery to us. Like we knew we were gonna be doing like games and challenges, and that we wouldn't know where we were, and that we would have to figure it out through the games and challenges. I didn't realize how like social based it would be, like, and like how psychological the game would be. But I mean, I told the producers before I went on the show, and I told myself before I went on the show, I was like, I'm not gonna win this game by like being an asshole or being a liar or being like being someone I'm not. Like I just refuse. I refuse to do it. And then I got on the bus, and I actually really liked everyone. Like I really cared about the other contestants, and we had a lot of time to get to know each other. Like I was there for like 2 weeks, and like we're on a bus together 24/7 with nothing to do but talk to each other. So like I got really close with some of them, and I was like, I'm not gonna play this game in a way that's gonna like screw these people over. Like I want to win like with my morals intact, essentially. And even though it ended up with me losing pretty early on, which I lost because I trusted someone that I shouldn't have trusted. And now I don't think I would do anything differently. I might approach the game differently. Like I might have a different mindset going in, but like I wouldn't change my actions necessarily. But yeah, those articles, man, it was weird getting eliminated, and then like Screen Rant writes an article about me, and the title is literally like, I'm glad Jonah Everts was eliminated from Destination X. I was like, who are you? You don't know me. It was really surreal seeing like NBC articles about me after the show. I was like, this is crazy. I was only there for like 2 episodes. Who's writing articles about me?
So have you seen the killer this round?
I have not, but a few things have popped up on the generators when I've been working on them.
So we're against a Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Oh, I was like, okay, I reckon like the aesthetically, I was like, that looks like the little claw things. I'm just repairing generators, man.
All right, 1 second. Let me.
Oh, I see the
get
Demogorgon.
out of the fire.
The Demogorgon. Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-oh.
They didn't see me? I'm too okay. Back to repairing.
Someone in chat said, "Bro has opposite screen rant."
No, literally, that's how it felt. I was like, why do I have haters over at Screen Rant? What's going on? Who decided to write this?
Do you think that's why Jeffrey Dean Morgan was rooting for you, though, is because of your disposition to be a team player?
Yeah, like, so if you watch the second episode that I'm in, there's a challenge where we all have to go into this room and, like, do this game, and it's, I was the only person that had to do it alone, though. Everyone went in there, like, with, like, a partner, or I think one group even had 3 people in it, and I went in there alone, and I just straight up told him, I was like, I'm pretty nervous right now, and they cut all of this, but he gave me, like, a real, like genuine, like, speech. He was like, I think you're doing better in this game than you think you are, and, like, there's nothing wrong with the way you're playing the game, like, don't let anyone tell you differently. It was, like, he was really sweet. Like, he was a really, really nice guy. Like, I wish they had showed more of our interactions, because, like, I mean, I don't think that would have fit for, like, the persona they were trying to give him for, like, as a host or whatever, but, I love Jeffrey. Really cool guy. Uh-oh. I'm getting chased.
Oh, okay. They've got a perk
Got away.
that is gonna make it so they are gonna be able to instantly down you if they just smack you with their claw. Not if they do that weird lunge thing.
Yeah, he smacked me and then he hit the generator. Oh no.
We might be cooked.
I forgot what the question was that we were discussing, but
we were talking about Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and if you
Yeah.
believe that he was rooting for you for that reason.
I think so. Well, what's funny is, like, I tried to be off the internet when the show was coming out, because, like, reality show fans are kind of vicious. I ended up avoiding actually a lot of the vitriol, because after the show came, so after I got eliminated, they brought on a guy from The Bachelor, Pilot Pete from The Bachelor, and this girl Jonah from Love Island, who they're both, like, wildly popular in the reality TV space. And there was a ton of drama around, like, people's interactions with them on the bus or whatever. I was like, thank God I avoided all that. Like, I wasn't embroiled in any drama. I had nothing apart from my opposite screen rant, apparently.
So, while we're talking about avoiding the internet, do you, as a content creator, because you're mostly known for TikTok content creation.
Yeah.
Do you read the comments, or do you avoid them like the plague these days?
I usually read the comments. It depends on the post. Like, if I have a post that's really, like, doing numbers, that's usually when the trolls and, like, the insufferable people make their way into the comments. But my, like, core community is pretty solid and pretty, like, wholesome. It just depends, because, like, I had a video go viral, like, I don't know, viral, quote unquote. Like, I want to say, like, 3 weeks ago. I don't remember. It had, like, 400,000 views. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was the first time in a while that I had seen some comments that I was like, dude, what? Like, shut up. Like, get out of here, man. No one needs to see this. But during the release of Destination X, I was like, I am not going on the internet. Like, I don't need to be seeing this, because reality TV fans are way different than, like, the book community. And, like, they live for, drama and whatnot. And I was like, I don't want to be caught up in that. Like,
yeah,
I don't need that.
I was gonna say, I guess there's a huge difference, because you're in book talk, which is like wholesome being anonymous, for the most part, I'd say. I make Dead by Daylight content.
Oh! Yeah, I can imagine that's way. Honestly, for me, it's when I make content that includes like anime or manga or whatever. Oh God,
that's what
those comments. Oh Jesus
Pandora's
Christ,
box.
it's bad. It is literally Pandora's box. Yeah, and anytime I had those videos that went viral like a while ago. That was like, I don't know, 2 years ago. It was like me recommending books to read if you like certain video games. The comments on those, oh my god, some of the worst I've ever had.
That does remind me, because I did put on the list of things to talk about that we would put, that you would give book recommendations based on people's games,
Yes.
because we do have a lot of gamers in chat, maybe not a whole lot of readers. So if anybody
Yeah.
is looking for a book and wants a book recommendation, you can like talk about what some of your favorite games are, and then Jonah will do so. We're probably gonna play.
I will do my best.
We'll probably
on
do
that.
like maybe 2 or 3 more rounds, because you did say that you were looking for.
I could do like another like half hour probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Or something like that. I don't really have a tight
Okay.
time constraint. But, a couple more is probably good for me.
I read fanfic. Does that count? Does that kind of is Sento Storm a reader?
Yes, fanfic definitely counts. 100%. I mean, I know some people that like almost only read fanfic. Did we? What happened? Did we win?
No, but we all died. This person recognized
Oh,
me
we all
though.
died.
They know
Oh,
me.
cool. That's sick. That's so cool, dude. Do you get recognized all the time playing this game?
Probably about once or twice a stream.
That's cool. That's really, man. Isn't that such a crazy feeling when people recognize like that? When I went to Dragonsteel last year, Brandon Sanderson's book convention. It was the first time I had done like an IRL book event. I'll never forget the first time I was just like walking through one of the halls or whatever, and someone stopped me and was like, "Are you Jonah?" And I was like, I wish I was kidding, but I literally looked behind me and I was like, oh yeah, me. Yeah. I was like, I'm Jonah. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So last week, well, 2 weeks ago, DBD turned 10 years old, and they had a big event in Montreal for it. It was like DBD Con, so I went to that because
cool.
Behavior Interactive, they paid for my ticket to be at the event. I had to arrange for flights.
That's so sick.
But yeah, that was my first time doing like any convention or sort of thing as a niche internet micro celebrity.
Isn't it crazy, like seeing people in real life for that kind of stuff?
Like it was crazy because like there's like these content creators that I've looked up to since I started playing DBD, in like the goats, and there were some people who would like walk up to me with like a poster that was only signed by like these goats, and then they're like, "I want you to sign this." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, man. I totally understand that feeling. It's so crazy. Like at Dragonsteel, like I was mingling with. It was insane. I was mingling with like Brandon Sanderson, Pierce Brown, Christopher Paolini, fucking all these people, and then like at this ball, it was like a ball thing that happened, and then people were like coming up to me like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" I was like, fucking Pierce Brown is right there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Have you ever had an interaction with an author or someone else through who like through your content?
Yeah. So through so at Dragonsteel, I met quite a few people. Quite a few like famous authors that I was like, this is crazy that I'm even in the same room as these people. Fun fact, before I was even a content creator, I knew Matt Dinniman like 4 years ago, which is insane. And he's fucking huge now. I met him at I went to this is before I even self-published. I went to, just because I was interested in it. This is before I was ever on the internet or anything. I went to a self-publishing book conference in Las Vegas. And Matt Dinniman was there, but I knew his name. Like I knew of Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I had met a couple fantasy authors there, like Zach Argyle, who's a pretty big indie author, and a couple other people, and they had invited me to dinner with them. Mind you, I hadn't published anything. I was some random kid at that point. Like I did not know what I was doing. And this is a really funny story, actually. I was at dinner with them, and I was chatting with Matt Dinniman, and this was, he was well known in the lit RPG community at that point. He wasn't the phenomenon that he is now, where his books are everywhere. He's getting a show made off of stuff, And we're at dinner, and I'm just like we're just having a normal conversation, I think we were talking about video games, actually. And then I was like, "Oh, what do you write?" He was like, "I write lit RPG." I was like, "Oh, cool. What's it called?" I've read a few lit RPG, and he goes, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Oh, I'm getting fucking murked already. Goes, Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I literally did. I did an actual spit take because I had water in my mouth, and he looked so embarrassed. So I met him again at Dragonsteel. He did not remember me, thank God. He did. I was like, thank goodness you don't remember me doing that, because that was humiliating. Uh-oh. It's fucking Pyramid Head. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's Pyramid Head. They got like, so they've gotten so many things from like different horror IP. It's kind of crazy.
Is there Resident Evil stuff in here?
Nemesis and Wesker. And
then
then
that's sick.
They've got Leon, Jill, Chris, Claire, Sheva, Rebecca, Ada, Carlos.
Wow, they got a ton of people. That's sick. I love the Resident Evil games. So
William Birkin's kind of in the game. Like he's not his own character, but he's a skin for another killer. So he has the same kit as a killer, but it's William Birkin that's there.
Oh man, that's cool.
And Hunk as well.
Oh man, they do have it. They have like most of the core cast then.
So I was stalking your Steam a little bit. I did see that you had time in a lot of Resident Evil games. What are some other of your like favorite games and series?
So if I had to go like my all-time games, I love Elden Ring. I know it's like it might be kind of recency bias. I mean, it came out. Well, I guess it came out 4 years ago. It's fucking crazy, but I do love Elden Ring. My favorites growing up were like I played a lot of Uncharted. I played a lot of weirdly enough, if I'm going off childhood games too, Little Big Planet. Fucking love those games, dude.
All right.
Dude, The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite video games of all time, which I think makes sense as a fantasy book fan. I have an ungodly number of hours in The Witcher 3 on my PS4. It might be the most hours I have in a video game. I really love some roguelikes, so I'm really big into Balatro. Most of my hours for that are on my phone, actually, because I do a lot of traveling. And in my travels, I've spent... I don't want to know how many hours I've spent playing Balatro, like in airports and stuff. Like that game is like actual crack to me. I love Balatro. I played a lot of like Risk of Rain 2. And when I was in high school, I unfortunately was really big into NBA 2K. So I played basketball in high school. Those games are not good though. Those games are bad, but I liked them when I was 15. And then Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 specifically is like one of my favorite games ever.
Is so good.
It is so good. I think I actually like the remake better than the original, which may not be a popular opinion, but
no, I think that's valid. I like the remake. I think for me, I think a part of it's because I played the original in like 2020 something. That was my first time playing it, and it's just all for me.
It's a little janky sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, for its time, it was like perfect, but yeah, if you, especially with like I hated in that game because I also just replayed the original. Getting used to like having to stop to shoot. Oh man, I was I was getting so frustrated. I was like, and then I started playing the remake, and I was like, this is brilliant.
Okay, we got two people in chat. One of them, the Demogorgon from last game, came and said hi, but they might not be here anymore. They might have queued up for the next one. But also, someone asks, Layla asks, does Jonah like Baldur's Gate 3?
I love Baldur's Gate 3. Actually, funny enough, I think I have like 200 hours in that game. I've never beaten it. I've done so many playthroughs. Like I've done like playthroughs with my friends. I had a couple solo playthroughs and I made it all the way to Act 3, and I never beat it. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I just keep going like, well, I want to try it this way this time, or I want to try it that way, and I never get to the end.
I haven't beaten Act 3 either. Okay.
Oh, we're in the same boat then.
I'm gonna sound like such a fucking stalker right now.
I know you're good. You're good.
Did Expedition 33 not hit for you?
It did. So I think if you're going off of my Steam
Yes,
hours,
on your
it
Steam
doesn't.
hours, you played 10 hours. So I was like,
Yeah,
wait a
so
minute.
I started the game on there, and then I beat it on a PS5.
Oh,
But
fair, fair, fair.
yeah, so which was unfortunate because I was so far into the game on my PC, and then I was traveling, and I just knew someone in the country that I was at, and they were like, I
Uh-huh.
was really sick actually, and I was like, I just needed something to do, and he was like, well, you can play on my PS5, and I was like, oh, he has Expedition 33, and then I just played the entire game in like 3 days.
Hell yeah, let's go. All right, a game that I think you might. I'm super biased. I'm super biased. Have you ever played Alan Wake?
I haven't, but I've heard such good things about
I
it.
think you would like it because it comes from such a deep love of writing and the creative process. I think I think it would hit for you. It was
Okay.
the people who made it, they made Max Payne. So they did Max Payne 1 and 2, and they did that in partnership with Rockstar, the people who did Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto, all that
Oh,
stuff. And then they split ways. So Rockstar retained the rights for Max Payne. And
yeah.
then after that, the guy who wrote Max Payne had writer's block for like 6 years, and he had no
Oh
idea
shit.
what the hell he was gonna do next. And so he wrote Alan Wake as like almost an allegory for writer's block.
Oh, wait, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
I've heard really good things about it. There's a second one, right? They made a
Yep.
Alan
Alan
Wake
Wake 2
2.
is like one of my favorite games of all time. Okay, you're gonna get picked up in
Oh
like
my
2 seconds. Get up. Run. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're good. You're good. You're up.
he's on my ass though.
He's on your ass.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ah!
Look at this.
God damn. I one of my earliest memories with the horror genre was I was at a friend's house and his older brother was watching Silent Hill, and I thought Pyramid Head was the scariest thing I'd ever seen in my fucking life, dude.
I I still think that a lot of people think like he's the sexiest thing they've seen in their life, and it's like, damn.
It was Silent Hill and Insidious. Those were like my two first experiences with the horror genre.
Yeah, I think for me it was probably Insidious as well. Oh, I should have taken a hook state from you. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay. Insidious, I still like that jump scare with the. I mean, it's like it's an iconic jump scare when
stop.
When the red demon face whatever pops up right behind her shoulder or whatever. That I used to think that was literally the scariest thing that a movie could do. I was like, this is peak cinema.
So you said that you did call yourself a bit of a scaredy cat.
Yes.
What kind of horror what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know for sure. I mean, for a while it was Hereditary, just because like that movie like actually disturbed me.
Yeah.
And it came at a time in my life where like I was watching a lot of horror movies and they weren't scaring me anymore. Like I wasn't like the jump scares just weren't hitting for me. But Hereditary, like that kind of horror where it's like it's based on like real real human trauma that you could experience, that freaks me out. Like that actually like gets to me. Recency bias, I mean, I think everyone's kind of obsessed with this right now. Haha, pun intended. Obsession.
Obsession's so good.
So good. It's so good, dude. Oh my god. I left that theater and I was like, I'm gonna be talking about this movie in 20 years. Like, this is gonna be a movie that I'm gonna be like telling my kids to watch. Like,
that's one of those that like made me feel so inadequate. Like, this guy's 26.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my life?
Literally, I was like, screw you. When I looked him up, I was like, screw you, dude. What do you mean? Get out of here.
What do you mean you can write one of the best horror movies of the past 10 years and be younger than me?
26 and now he's set up for like they
He
literally
did a 7-figure
paycheck-
deal for his next movie.
crazy. I mean, literally,
Nasty.
he can just go to any studio now and just be like, I want to do this, and they're gonna give him the money for it. Like,
him and Indy
crazy.
Navarrete, they're both set.
Set for
Hopefully,
life.
hopefully.
Set for
Yeah.
oh fuck. Movie was so good. Yeah, of modern times, that one, and then I was a huge fan of Talk to Me and Bring Her Back. Those are like probably my 3 favorite modern horror movies. But pseudo horror probably is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it is horror, but it's not. It's horror comedy. Evil Dead 2, one of my
Evil
favorite
Dead's
movies ever.
Great.
Dude, that movie is fantastic.
Ash Williams is in this game.
Really? Oh my god,
And
that's sick.
they got Bruce Campbell to voice him and everything.
That's so sick. I can quote like that entire movie. I love Evil Dead 2 so much, man. That movie is fantastic.
Let's see, who else came to DBD that you missed? Nicolas Cage is in DBD as Nicolas Cage.
That's amazing. Have you seen Mandy with Nick Cage in it, where he's like walking around with a chainsaw? That movie's crazy. That would be a good fit for this game. Uh-oh.
He's doing what's known as slugging for the 4K. He's leaving me on the ground and refusing to hook me because he doesn't want you to get hatched like you did against
I almost had that generator too. It was so I dodged him. Get juked! Get juked! Oh! Never mind.
Oof.
I tried. If you should watch Mandy. It's really weird. It's like a psychedelic horror movie, and Nick Cage runs around with a chainsaw murdering people. It's pretty great.
I'll have to check it out. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. I'm gonna change characters. I've been playing Alan Wake this whole time because it's been me like trying to like psychologically get you to play the Alan Wake series. You have to start with 1 though.
I definitely will. Actually, I've been looking for a new game to play. I've been kind of in a drought for like narrative story games, so that might be the move.
So you got to play 1, and then you got to play. I'll DM you the order, but it's Alan Wake, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and then you'd think Alan Wake 2, but you want to play Control first. Control's a different game set in the same universe, and then Alan Wake 2.
Okay. All right. I'm totally down. I've needed something to, because I just finished replaying Resident Evil and I've been in a drought. So.
Do you see who I am?
Oh, wait, what? He's in this game? What? That's awesome. You just run around as Carol. That's so funny.
You know what? I'm gonna walk you through something real quick, okay? Just so we can get you maybe a little bit juiced up on stuff. So on the left side of your screen, there are 3 icons. There's a dude.
Yes.
There's like a hexagon, and then there's like a bunch of circles. It's called Blood Web if you highlight it.
Yes.
Okay, so click on Blood Web.
All right.
Okay, and then we're gonna have you power your way through the Blood Web just a little bit, so you can unlock a couple of extra stuff.
Okay.
So you can possibly bring in some things to help out. So you can get a little bit more tools to your arsenal.
Yes.
So we'll just have you like kind of go through it till you get to, I think level 15 is when you start to get is when you unlock all the perk slots, and then we'll get you a couple of perks so you can have a couple things on you.
Let's do it.
But in the meantime, while we're doing this, if you could write a novelization of any video game, which game would you choose?
This is tough. I mean, as a Witcher fan, I mean, there already are books, but like, if there was ever an opportunity to write a book in the Witcher universe, oh my god, I'm so on that. I'm leaping on that. I don't know if these books have a novelization for them yet. I haven't looked it up, but the Mass Effect games, if there isn't books for them yet, I am shocked. I would be shocked. Because it's literally the story is so good. It would be a gold mine. Like, so I would love to do that. I mean, I don't remember the story actually super well, but I remember loving it. That would be, I think, like a perfect game to get novelizations for.
I'm actually halfway through my first playthrough of Mass Effect 3 right now.
Oh, nice, dude. Oh, dude, I wish I could go play those again for the first time.
They're so good. I think the thing that they do that just like really excites me is that your choices carry over from game to game, which you don't see very often.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest appeal to me, because it really makes it feel like everything you do like seriously matters, like so much. I love when games do that. I love when games make me feel like an asshole if I do something wrong.
All right, I think we'll do one more, then we'll send you off on your merry way, Jonah. That sound good?
Perfect.
All right. And then once you've gathered a few things, you can click on the loadout button, and then maybe I don't think it really matters. We don't need to metagame too hard what perks you do, but you can add a couple extra to your arsenal that might help
I'm just
you out.
picking up. I'm just clicking stuff. I'm just taking stuff, man.
As for an item,
that.
I'd highly recommend you equip a med kit, because those, I mean, they help you heal yourself, which you can't normally do.
Yeah, I've just been clicking on stuff. I have a ton of blood points or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Got 600,000. This is crazy.
Yeah, during the anniversary event, blood points stocks go way up.
Yeah, I'm just clicking on stuff. I'm just picking up everything.
It also helps that we're playing offerings that like add a multiplier to blood points.
I've got a bunch of stuff now. I don't know what this is gonna do, but
so I'll walk you through. You want to equip a med kit for an item, and then perks just do random bullshit. It doesn't like at this point. Just having a couple extra perks will be helpful.
Oh, this is for. Okay. Interesting. How do I equip characters?
Let's see. So you just click on a perk slot. Like there's 4 diamonds underneath the word perks. You just click on something. If some of them are grayed out, then don't worry about it. It just means you haven't unlocked them yet. We won't stress too much about it.
Oh, I'm dumb. All right. We'll just put item. Okay, item. Med.
There you go. Let's go. Okay.
Do this. I'm just putting stuff on.
So
I'm loaded out.
We've just about done all the questions that we've had.
Right.
So at this point, I think we'll open up to viewers. If you are looking for book recommendations and want to talk about any games that you like and get some book recs, or if you have any questions for Jonah or anything that you want him to gush about. Right now, somebody I haven't read the comment yet, but I saw the word One Piece, so I assume that they've researched you a little bit.
I got my One Piece flag back here too, and Luffy on my shelf.
I know he is a One Piece fan, so ask him if he has read ReZero.
Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to. One of my good friends has been trying to get me to read ReZero for actual years, and I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and then I just haven't done it. It's not because I don't want to. I don't know why. I just keep forgetting. Maybe this is the push I need. Maybe this is exactly what I need.
I'm crying because the person who just asked this, it's one of my mods, and he's been trying to get me to watch ReZero for about a year now.
I keep hearing great things about it. I need to. I know I need to. I'm so like I've been really bad about watching anime for a while now. I've been in a drought.
Have you seen every episode of One Piece? Or have you read every issue at least?
Yeah, I've read every chapter. I'm not a huge fan of the anime, to be honest. Which
really?
It's like sacrilege maybe, but the pacing in it is I can't do it. I can't.
Have you heard of One Piece?
I have, and that's what I tell people to watch. But if I know someone that likes reading manga, I'm like, just read the manga. It's
fair.
So much better pacing, and like Toei also. I'm not a huge fan of their like use of sound effects. Like I mean, One Piece is a very silly, goofy story at times, and like it is, meant to be accessible for kids. But sometimes Toei's choice of sounds does the story dirty. Like they make it goofy as hell when it doesn't need to be sometimes. Oh my God, it's Jason!
It's Jason Voorhees. He's the newest killer. They just got him in the game like last week.
I have a tattoo of Jason on my left arm.
Oh yeah?
Not because I'm a huge fan of the Friday the 13th movies or anything. I just got it for $20 at a tattoo sale. Maybe not the best decision I've ever made, but a decision that I made nonetheless.
Yeah, they've been trying to get Jason in the game since day one, and so they
I'm shocked that
finally got him.
that it only just happened.
Oh,
Like,
it
was there like an IP issue or something? Or
Yeah. The rights to Jason were split up between two people, and they didn't agree on things. And then they finally figured out who owns what. So one guy owns the big guy, Jason, but they can't call him. They can't like call him Jason Voorhees in the marketing. He's just Jason in the marketing. It's the whole thing.
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm getting hooked.
Who do you think would be a good fit for DBD? Based on, let me tell you. Okay, before I get into that, so the entity picks survivors based on their capacity to feel like hope and despair and all that stuff.
Okay.
And the entity picks killers based on their capacity to make people feel despair and fear, and on their capacity to feel bloodlust.
Huh.
So, who would you like? Who are some characters of fiction that you're like, ooh, they should be in it?
Like as a killer or as a
Either or. So survivors are based on their capacity to feel like any type of emotion, like hope, fear, despair, all that kind of stuff. And then killers is just like how much they can cause fear and their feelings of like rage and bloodlust.
Dude, imagine like the Mountain from Game of Thrones. That would be sick. That would him as like a killer just stalking people. Dude, that would be sick.
I feel
like a lot of the Game of Thrones characters I think would be good in this. Like imagine if you could play like as Jon Snow or something. Oh fuck me. Or even well, I guess actually most of the cast I'm like you could throw almost any of those characters in here and like they would work, I think. Most of my ideas are going to be like fantasy IPs. Dude, I mean, this is a little outlandish, but imagine if you had like, Darth Vader, and you could like walk around as Darth Vader, like chopping people up.
Okay,
that'd be crazy.
That is a huge topic of debate, and you're either gonna get people who are like, hell yeah, brother, or people who be like, watch your damn tongue. Because that's actually like last year, one of the devs said we have talked to Disney about adding Darth Vader. And
oh my gosh!
They refused to give any further word. Like it's going to happen. It's just something they said like they've thrown around the possibility because Xenomorph's in here. Xenomorph is owned by Disney, so that's kind of where that came from.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah,
I did not know.
I just kind of.
Oh. I just got fucking harpooned. Yeah, Darth Vader would be sick, I think. I think that'd be really cool. Actually, for a long time, I was like, Disney needs to just do crazy stuff with Star Wars. They're not going to, but
no.
I was like, I've had this image in my head for so long. Like, since I first started getting into horror, I was like, how cool would it be if there was a Star Wars horror movie about, like, a group of rebels trying to escape a Sith and, like, actually really lean into, like, the gore and, like, the brutal deaths that you could do with a lightsaber. It would be so sick. It would be so cool.
Yeah, like have you ever played like the Jedi games, Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor?
Oh, the one where you play as like a villain.
No, you play as it's a newer series. You play as this guy named Cal. He's like a Padawan.
No, those ones. Yes, yeah.
Okay, the end, the very end of the first one. Spoiler alert. Darth Vader shows up, and he's just this presence, and it's just like. You're on the business end of Darth frickin' Vader, and it's so cool.
That's why I was like, it would be so cool if they made a Star Wars horror movie. It'd be so sick. Like, they're never gonna do it, but I would be happy if they did.
Yes.
Maybe if Disney didn't own it, then there would be a chance.
Yeah.
But Disney's just gonna keep pumping out slop for that IP as long as they can.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Santo Storm asks, any book recommendations for Metal Gear fans? Do you know much about Metal Gear Solid?
I know a decent amount. Man, that's hard to recommend books for because it's so
so Kojima.
Kojima just has such an over the top. He has such an over the top way of doing his stories.
I love Kojima, but yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to think of something that would work for Metal Gear. That's tough. That's actually really tough. What would work for Metal Gear? I know there's a lot of like, I don't know, because it depends on what you like about it, right? Because if you want something about like a, you know, if you want to read something about like Solid Snake, like a Solid Snake-esque character, there's a lot of like, you know, spy books and whatnot. But I don't know, you would lose out on like the over-the-top nature of Kojima's storytelling. Man, that's hard. That's a really hard one. I can't think of anything off the top of my head for that.
Fair enough.
I
Oh,
feel like there's. I might have actually done one before for that. One of my videos, I might have talked about Metal Gear Solid, but I don't remember what book I recommended.
Yeah, Kojima is truly like one of a kind, just an absolute madman.
He is. The way he tells stories, I'm like, were you, like, are you on crack? Like, what is going on? How did you think of doing it this way? Like.
I got you. Run. He's coming back. He's coming back. Other way. I read that way.
Never catch us?
Oh, he's looking for you the wrong direction. I'm going to lead him somewhere else. The bad news is it'll be entirely up to you.
Uh-oh. Oh. These generators are at 0%.
Yeah, he's got a perk that regresses that it makes generators lose progress if you're not on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I fucked it up.
No, you're good. You're good. Honestly, we've done so much better than I ever expected. You escaped one. There was one where we did 3 generators. Like, my goodness. You're basically a pro at this point.
I'm basically... my gamer gene is awakening.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not the best timing for that. Not the best timing for that sentence, but, you know.
My gamer gene did not activate there. Darn. Got cooked.
Hold on, I gotta make sure ads get snoozed. Woo! I timed that like perfectly.
All right, that was fun. Oh man.
Oh, hold on. It's still Greeny and I. We're not gonna pull this out of our ass. We're dead. We're dead as hell.
Oh, I can spectate. Okay.
Yes. Ooh, any robot books for Nier Automata fans?
Ooh. So I have a few. Well, it depends again on what exactly you're looking for. There's a really great book by Kazuo Ishiguro. It's called Clara and the Sun. It's about like a. Well, it's nothing like Nier, but if you want to read about like a sentient, you know, robot that's got like an emotional story attached to it, Clara and the Sun is really good. I mean, you can always read. I mean, I'm thinking of like a bunch of different like, you know, AI robot stories. I mean, the book that Blade Runner is based off of, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Great book.
Yes.
They're neither of those books are like Nier Automata, but they've got that kind of central theme of like, what does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to like, you know, have emotions and like, you know, feel things as if you're a robot. Those are the two that off the top of my head, I would say.
Man, Jason was tweaking for a second. I like made his animations bug out. Oh. Watching me get eviscerated by Jason's like gore of your comfort character.
No, Geralt.
All right, maybe Greeny finishes gen number 2. Wait, hold on.
Greeny's got this. Solo clutch.
Wait, she got the gen. That's win condition. We got 2
right, Greeny.
then.
Uh-oh. Oh. Fucking hard.
Wait, Greeny's about to get her. She's getting her guts yanked out. Watch.
Oh, literally getting. Oh, that's sad. R.I.P.
Let's see if I can find Hatch. Where did he come from? Oh, there he is.
You got this. He's never gonna find you.
I think he sees me.
I don't think
Oh
he
wait,
sees you. I think
he's
you're.
telling me to. Yes. Did you find the hatch? Oh, you found the hatch. Okay, here, have my flashlight. There you go.
Wait, that's cool. What? Does that still count like as a win for him, or like?
So, as far as like how your matchmaking rating goes, if the last survivor gets out through the hatch, it doesn't count against you as killer, and it doesn't count for you as survivor. It's just kind of like a neutral outcome.
Oh, okay. That's why he let you go. Okay, interesting. That was fun. This is I enjoyed this,
They let me
even though we
they let
lost
me go because they
all of them.
recognized me. All right.
That's funny.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jonah. This was a hell of a lot of fun. I am so glad that I just like randomly asked you to be on this. I,
Yeah, dude, great time. This is awesome.
because so like I think we started following each other about 2.5, 3 years ago. I think we were both like around like the 15, 20K, and
Yeah.
I I was just your reply guy, so I was just like responding to everything. I think that's the only reason you followed me, but that's okay. Um, but yeah, I genuinely cool. It's I think hook for me, hooked ones, like this is always what I wanted to come out of it was to just yap with people about shit that has nothing to do with DBD. And so
Yeah.
it was very cool to have you on the show. So thank you for coming on.
Of course. Yeah, this is great. I think it's a great idea too, especially since I haven't played the game and it adds a level of like chaos to everything we're trying to do. Like
Yeah. So, do you have any parting words of advice for writers, or do you have any words of wisdom for people in general, or anything you'd like to say before we send you off on your way?
words of wisdom, if there's anything you want to do, you just got to go after it. I mean, it's scary. Like all the good things that have come in my life in the past few years have come from just I want to do this thing. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna attempt. I'm gonna put everything I can into attempting this thing, and it's gotten me pretty far so far, which I never thought it would. But you know, the hardest step is the first one. So if there's anything you really want to try doing, writing a book, you know, making TikToks, whatever, just give it a go. I mean, it's basic advice, but like that is literally the one thing most people never do. Right? Is just try.
Mhm.
So just go for it. You know, whatever it is.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you. Sento from my mod, he says, before Jonah goes, please tell him to read the light novel of ReZero if he does give it a shot. So that's your place to start.
All right, ReZero light novel. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. Okay. Thank you once again, Jonah. You have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. And yeah, take care. Have a good one.
All right. See you later, man.
See ya.